OMG, not another selfie. Argument by Shermaka Bass. Do you think selfies are bad for you? This author does. Hey guys, look at me. Here I am on summer vacation at the beach. Oh, and here I am with my bestie at the soccer game. And check this out, me doing duck face. And oh, here I am with this morning's pancakes. Those lines might have been spoken by one of us who's caught up in the selfie craze these days. Social media sites are filled with the self indulgent people who've given in to the desire to be seen. But do people really want to see what you had for breakfast? And do you really want to see how much fun other people are having? Especially if their lives seem so much cooler than yours? The answer is probably no. Yet most of us do look at our friends' selfies, and most of us do post selfies ourselves. In fact, one search engine giant has found that almost 24 billion selfies were uploaded through its online photo application in 2015. That number doesn't even include those uploaded to popular social media sites. We take selfies without even thinking. We strike a favorite pose, we click. We tap a couple of times, we share. This allows the rest of the world to see us as we like to be seen. However, it's not as we usually like in person. One problem with the selfie mania is that once we've posted a picture of yourself, you can't take it back, even if you decide that it's not quite your best shot. It's out there. For as many years as there are stars in the sky or grains in the sand, in the Sahara, for all eternity. The only cure for a bad selfie is to take another one and post it. But you know what happens next? This reposting and resnapping and reposting and resnapping and reposting can go on and on and on, creating a cycle of frustration and wounded confidence. That cycle, inspired by the desire to control and improve our own imagination, can lead to some serious psychological trouble, especially for young people. Selfies can be downright bad for us, for our self esteem and body image, bad for our productivity and our schoolwork, and even bad for our friendship. If we're too self obsessed, we start to look as foolish, self centered, and shallow and poor old narcissistic as he sat there feeling bad, falling madly in love with his own reflection. And no one wants to sit in school cafeteria with a known narcissist, anyways, right? After all, selfie takers are so in love with themselves. The truth is that taking selfies may seem harmless and fun, but more and more research shows that this fad can confuse a person's sense of identity, and it may even fiddle with his or her sense of reality. We might start to think that we look better than we actually do. That wouldn't be so terrible. But we also might start comparing ourselves to others too often. We might start believing in negative things like, I'll never be as cute as my best friend, or I'll never be as popular as the new kid, or I'll never have that much fun ever. On the other hand, we may continue to think that if I can just make myself look good enough and cool enough, I'll get more likes, which means I'll get more friends than people who like me for real. Then one day I'll become a real celebrity. However, selfies can put distance between us and the people we care about. They can sometimes create jealousy and competition. That's certainly no way to become a star. Selfies can even have the opposite effect on what we'd hope. Recent studies show that selfie process not only has become oddly addictive and dangerous, but it can even set up the self taker for ridicule. Some people will spend hours taking photos of themselves, trying for that perfect shot, and still wind up disappointed. Their thinking is that if they can just find the right capture, they'll be popular, pretty, and somebody. Of course, this is not true. Therefore, when we take certain actions, posting selfie after selfie, expecting certain results, fame and friendship, and then don't get those results, we get hurt feelings instead. We feel rejected, as if we didn't matter. And that's a surefire formula for low self esteem. I'm posting this picture of myself and nobody has liked it, we think, so I must be a nobody. One of the reasons kids take selfies is to post those pictures online. And the purpose of posing online often is to get likes. Affirmed authors and former teacher Katie Schmuller, who launched the Don't Press Send campaign in 2013. If you post something and get a lot of likes, it reinforces the feeling of importance and the sense of approval from others, said Ms. Schuma in 2016 Parrot Co. story, The Dangers of Selfie and How You Can Help Your Kids. The like is the reward, but if you don't get enough likes, you will keep trying to get a better picture from a different angle or with someone more popular, Ms. Schuma says. On top of hunting for likes, young people often take selfies, hoping to impress or catch the attention of someone in particular. Maybe it's someone they have a crush on or someone who's bullied them. Maybe they want that person to have a better opinion of them. If that someone doesn't notice the post or make a negative comment, the self taker can feel worse than if he or she had never posted at all. Dr. Allison Chase, a psychologist and behavior specialist in Austin, Texas, also weighed in. This is a particular challenging for kids and teens as they are trying to figure out who they are and what their identity is. In the 2016 Parent Co. Company article, Dr. Chase warns about getting caught in the trap of worrying too much about appearances and approval. She warns against believing posting and sharing and liking creates actual friendship and intimacy. As Dr. Chase says, we create the illusion of feeling more connected and more liked in a way that is controllable and oftentimes staged. The end result is a competitive environment with increased self focus, less true connections, and more often than not, increased self criticism. That, as you know, can lead to more self sessions and even deeper disappointment. We begin to think that if we could only catch the perfect angle or frame the picture to disguise our brace or acne or big nose, we'd be more popular. But seeing all of these selfies of cool kids in cool places and cool parents and friends, we wonder, how can I possibly compete? Still, all dangers aside, the selfie has grown to be as much a part of our culture as the Declaration of Independence or our Constitution. And the person who invented the selfie stick, Wayne Frum, who patented the version in 2005, is probably pretty rich by now. But believe it or not, the term selfie wasn't even used until 2002, when the word first entered our vocabulary, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Now, more than 15 years later, we've turned it into a verb. I'm going to selfie on my new kick scooter. And in 2013, a national news agency reported that Oxford Dictionary has chosen selfie as the word of the year, claiming that it was used of the word has grown by 17,000% between 2012, and 2013. Wow. Don't let all the hoopla fool you, though. The real reality, is that spending too much time taking our own pictures or focusing on how we look or spending too much time on other people's selfies can do more harmful than helpful to our tender egos. Selfies are carefully posed and selected images that present us to our best, we think. They're images that literally put our best face forward, we think. But that's not actually so. Selfies don't represent reality, and they certainly don't represent who we truly are.